Last year in Texas, approximately 100,000 people were injured at work. Many of those people had a dispute regarding their claim with their insurance company. In Texas, there is a unique legal system for handling workers' compensation disputes. If you need help with your workers' compensation claim, the Office of Injured Employee Counsel may be able to assist you.
My name is Danny Montoya, and I had to file a workers' compensation claim after being injured at work. Unfortunately, my insurance carrier denied my claim. At first, I spoke with my insurance adjuster to see if they would reconsider. However, that didn't work, so I'm requesting a benefit review conference to address my issues. I also contacted the Office of Injured Employee Counsel because they provide free assistance to injured employees through their Ombudsman program.
When you meet with your ombudsman for the first time, he or she will explain the dispute resolution process. Your ombudsman will also explain your rights and responsibilities in the workers' compensation system.
Hello, Mr. Montoya. My name is Nina Carter, and I'm the ombudsman who will be assisting you with your claim. Before I get into the specifics of how I can assist you, I need to advise you of a few things. To begin with, I'm not an attorney, and therefore I do not legally represent you. If you wish to hire an attorney, you may do so at any time. Just be aware that OIEC can no longer assist you if you are being represented by an attorney.
When you say you can't represent me, what does that mean?
Basically, it means that I can't give you legal advice. I can explain your options and the law and rules that apply to your situation so that you can make informed decisions about your case. It also means that ultimately your case is your responsibility. But I'm here to assist you at every step of the process. And the first step of that process is to have you fill out a form that will allow me to access your claim information.
Now, when I spoke with you all over the phone, you mentioned I would need to attend a benefit review conference to dispute the denial of my claim. So I guess I'm wondering what a benefit review conference is.
A benefit review conference, which we call a BRC for short, is an informal meeting held by the Division of Workers' Compensation between you and the insurance carrier. But remember, even though it's informal, it's very important to be prepared because you can only have a maximum of 2 BRCs for a disputed issue. So during this meeting, you'll have the opportunity to present your side of the issues and the insurance carrier will do the same. If things go well, we'll be able to resolve those issues at the BRC.
Who all is going to be there?
In addition to you and me, a representative of the insurance carrier will be there, and sometimes your employer may decide to be there. The person who mediates the BRC is called the Benefit Review Officer. He or she is an employee of the Division of Workers' Compensation and is there to try to help you and the insurance carrier come to an agreement.
Am I allowed to bring someone with me?
Yes, but you should ask the Benefit Review Officer if it's okay. And if you do bring someone, they won't be able to make comments.
Where will the BRC be held?
By law, it must be held within 75 miles of where you live, and is usually held in a DWC field office.
Is there a way for me to simply talk to the benefit review officer in private?
There is, and it's called a caucus. In a caucus, the benefit review officer will separate the parties and meet with each side privately. Whatever you say in a caucus will be between you and the benefit review officer.
Great, so how soon can we set the BRC?
Well, like I mentioned, you only get the chance to have 2 BRCs on this issue. I need to know a little bit more about your claim. So let's start by having you tell me about your injury.
Okay, well, I work as a machinist, and a couple of months ago, I was moving some boxes of scrap metal when I fell backwards.
Hello everyone, my name is Roberto Gonzalez, and I am going to be mediating this conference today in an effort to resolve this dispute. Hopefully, if everything goes well, we'll be able to reach consensus, in which case I'll ask the parties to sign a binding agreement. However, there will be no binding agreement unless both parties sign the written agreement. Before we begin, I just want to remind the parties that this is an informal meeting. No testimony will be taken and no recording will be made of this meeting. If we reach a point where we can't agree together, I may separate the parties and meet with you individually in what is known as a caucus. If we still can't agree, we can schedule another BRC. However, please bear in mind that there can only be a maximum of 2 BRCs for this dispute. After that, the dispute will be elevated to a formal hearing, which we call a contested case hearing. So I'd like to encourage the parties to remain respectful of one another and attempt in good faith to settle this dispute.
There are several possible outcomes for a BRC. First, all or some of the disputed issues could be resolved with or without a written agreement. Second, another BRC could be scheduled. Or third, the dispute could be elevated to a contested case hearing.
Even though I came prepared for my BRC, we weren't able to resolve my dispute. At this point, I'm planning to take the next step and request a contested case hearing. The contested case hearing, or CCH, is going to be a formal hearing that will require some additional preparation on my part. Just like the BRC, I need to make sure that I'm prepared, and to do that, I'm going to ask my ombudsman to assist me.
This concludes the first part of our video series on the dispute resolution process. We hope this video has given you a general idea of what to expect in a benefit review conference. In Part 2, we will explain what a contested case hearing is. Thank you for watching.